Good morning. This is Pastor Tilghman coming to you from Clinton, Maryland. Yeah, see the blue skies and the wonderful clouds up there. Listen, I've just finished reading recently this morning 1 Chronicles, in that first chapter, where it declares that Solomon had been made king and that he was strengthened. And it declares the Lord was with him. That's why his strength. That's why he had the strength. But then it said that God had been blessed him so much, and from what he had learned from his father David, a man after God's own heart, that he wanted people to remember God, to worship and serve God. He was grateful for all God had done, and so he talked to all the leaders. Political, social, economic leaders, every household. He spoke to them and he said to them, let us go into the house of the Lord. But brothers and sisters, let me share with you the background of this. That in Mount Gibeon, after the tabernacle had been destroyed, Saul had established a tabernacle up on Mount Gibeon, and he had placed the ark. Not the ark, but the altar outside of the meeting place of the tent. But David had gone down afterwards and captured the ark from the Philistines, and he had placed the ark of God, the presence of God, on Mount in Jerusalem. That one called Mount Moriah. Perhaps it was the place that he had once brought from Arana, the Jebusite, where he built an altar and worshiped God. I share with you that Solomon and the people as a unit moved up to Mount Gibeon, but it was to offer sacrifice at a place that God wasn't at. But God was in the ark, and that was in Mount Moriah in Jerusalem. It flashed to my mind that song of Luther Vandross, who sung "A House Is Not a Home." Brothers and sisters, if you listen to that song, as Luther sings about a house is not a home, he says that a chair is a chair if no one is sitting there. He declares that a room, even if it's empty, is just a room. But he declares that a house becomes a home when there's someone there that loves you. He declares that if there's one in a house and there's a broken heart, it's not a home. But brothers and sisters, what it reminds me of is that God has called us to love one another. As we move in worship, as we come to that building that we like to call a church, remember, it's just a building. It doesn't become a church until no one there has a broken heart. It doesn't become a church until everyone there loves one another. So brothers and sisters, can I encourage you today to love one another? That let us be strengthened of the Lord. Let us be blessed as Solomon, not as much, but be blessed like Solomon. Let our strength come from the Lord our God. Brothers and sisters, I want to just remind you, and I wish today that you would think about singing that song with me. A house is not a home, and a home is just a place where someone, did you hear that? Where someone loves me. Brothers and sisters, let's make our church a church home. Let us love one another, uplift one another, and worship the Lord as one body in Christ. God has work for us to do. Let us know that he will strengthen us to do that work. I love you. God bless. Pastor Tilghman, out.